A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant shift in diplomatic strategy, President Donald Trump has announced a drastic reduction of the deadline for Russia's President Vladimir Putin to agree to a ceasefire with Ukraine. During a meeting with UK Prime Minister Keir Sta in Scotland, Trump expressed his disappointment over the lack of progress in negotiations and stated that the previously set 50-day deadline has now been trimmed to just 10 to 12 days. This announcement comes as Trump continues to navigate complex international relations while also securing major trade agreements. As he arrived for his meeting with Sta, Trump voiced his dissatisfaction with Putin, citing ongoing violence in Ukraine, including bombings in major cities like Kyiv. Trump lamented, "There's no reason in waiting. We just don't see any progress being made." He noted that despite having a cordial relationship with Putin, the recent actions taken by Russia have been unacceptable. Earlier this month, Trump had warned that failure to agree on a ceasefire within the original 50-day timeframe would result in the U.S. imposing secondary tariffs of up to 100% on goods from countries that continue business with Russia. With the new deadline, Trump is signaling a more aggressive approach, stating, "I think I already know the answer what's going to happen." Russia's response to the initial deadline was one of rejection, labeling it unacceptable. Trump, in his candid remarks, expressed frustration over the futility of dialogue with the Russian leader, saying, "I'm not so interested in talking anymore." In addition to addressing the Ukraine crisis, Trump also discussed the humanitarian situation in Gaza, where he emphasized the urgent need for food aid. "Some of those kids that's real starvation stuff," he said. The U.S. is set to provide food and work towards eliminating barriers to humanitarian assistance in the region. While his visit to Scotland has been marked by rounds of golf at his luxury resorts, Trump has also made significant strides in international trade. Just a day before meeting Sta, he finalized a trade agreement with the European Union, which he hailed as potentially the biggest deal ever made. The agreement is expected to bring stability and predictability to transatlantic trade, with the US-EU trade valued at approximately $2 trillion annually. During his discussions with EU leader Ursula von der Leyen, Trump announced that the tariff rate for most imports from the EU would be set at 15%. The deal includes provisions for the EU to purchase $750 billion in US military hardware and $600 billion in increased investment in the US market. The UK and US have also recently agreed on a framework trade deal, with Sta advocating for further reductions in tariffs on British steel and other imports. Trump acknowledged the importance of celebrating the U.S.U.K. agreement during his meeting with Sta, as both leaders seek to strengthen economic ties. Sta has been vocal about the need for a strong relationship with Trump, emphasizing its importance for national interests. He noted that the UK is the only country to have secured a trade deal with the US that significantly reduces car export tariffs, benefiting manufacturers and protecting jobs. As Trump continues to navigate these complex geopolitical landscapes, he remains firm on his stance regarding tariffs for countries that do not reach agreements with the US. He reiterated that tariffs for such countries could be set between 15% and 20%, diverging from earlier projections. Trade negotiations with China are also ongoing, with a firm deadline of August 1st looming for reaching agreements. U.S. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick has stated that there will be no extensions or grace periods, emphasizing the urgency of these negotiations. In summary, Trump's recent announcements reflect a dual approach to foreign policy, a firm stance on international conflicts, particularly in Ukraine, coupled with proactive engagement in global trade agreements. As the world watches these developments, the implications for international relations and economic stability remain significant. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.